Episode 2 was great. Episode 3 was great. But what about episode 4? Is the show on a roll? Is the show on a winning streak? Does Doctor Who still have it? Well, whatever it is, Doctor Who has it and so much more. Scared you then, didn't I? Lucky day was, as the Ninth Doctor would say,
fantastic.
Before I jump into this week's episode of Who Review, make sure that you do leave a like and subscribe down below so you don't miss a brand new episode every single week. And as usual, this review will contain spoilers from Doctor Who. This story opens in 2007, which I thought was rather interesting. I would have really loved to had seen some sort of reference to 2007's Series 3, like some sort of Vote Saxon poster in the back or something like that. I do really like the idea that Conrad became somewhat obsessed with watching out for the Doctor and the TARDIS, and seeing the backstory behind this character was great, and seeing how the Doctor sort of shaped him, I really liked. And it felt very... it felt very, very relatable. Conrad was a great character, or so I thought. Nah, he was pretty good, but we'll come back to that twist a little later on. It was so nice to see Ruby on screen again. It honestly made me realise how much I missed Millie Gibson in the TARDIS, and I don't actually know if we do see Ruby again this season or not, or maybe that's it for good for her, but I hope not. As well as Ruby, we got to see her family one more time, which was also very nice. I really loved seeing a little glimpse of an unseen adventure with the Doctor and Ruby, and seeing these two on screen together again, I thought was wonderful. It honestly just really made me smile like an idiot. Also, Autons? I thought that Ruby and Conrad's chemistry was wonderful. I thought they looked really good on screen together, and seeing their relationship blossom and seeing it from the very beginning was great. I really enjoyed the realism of this story. Like, if this was reality, I could definitely see a group of entitled idiots trying to shut down UNIT. Now let's talk about the monsters. The Shriek. The Shriek were awesome. Really terrifying monsters, and I really loved the whole concept behind these creatures. And the scene of Ruby explaining and describing the Shriek was awesome. It gave me chills. And of course, this episode also saw the return of our queen. Kate Stewart. Again, I was smiling like an idiot. I just love seeing Kate. And seeing a little spark between Kate and the Colonel was so cute. I think we may just see their little spark blossom into something else in the upcoming spin-off show, The War Between the Land and the Sea. The idea of UNIT housing aliens underneath their base was interesting. I really liked this whole idea. And it was just sort of, I don't know, it just sort of made sense, if you know what I mean. I really liked that we got to see Ruby dealing with PTSD after travelling with the Doctor, which is not something that we usually see for the companions, but I thought that was a really interesting detail to include. I really would have liked to have seen Kate mention the companion support group to Ruby. You know, the one from The Power of the Doctor. Especially considering that Mel was part of this group. And if I'm honest, I think that this story would have been much better if Mel was in it. I think that we would have gotten some really beautiful, really emotional moments between Ruby and Mel, as Mel kind of helps Ruby to move past the Doctor in terms of moving on once you're no longer travelling with him. So I feel like Mel's absence from this story kind of sucks. Now let's talk about that goddamn plot twist. This plot twist honestly made me gasp. I really liked Conrad, and I really liked him and Ruby together, so this plot twist just surprised me even more. But then Conrad immediately became a character that I hated. Honestly, like, he very quickly became a character that I wanted to punch in the face.
Fight!
The way that he spoke to Ruby and the way that he spoke to Kate and to Unit, like, oh man.
Fight!
And hey, Trinity Wells. Kate standing up to Conrad was badass. Like, Kate was so cool in this episode. And in this scene, Conrad disrespecting the Brigadier, oh man, I was so angry in this moment. Like, I haven't hated a character like this so quickly in so long. Now, the ending to this story I thought was really interesting. I did love seeing the Doctor confront Conrad. Seeing the anger from Ncuti's Doctor I thought was brilliant. This was a different side to his Doctor that we haven't really seen before, and I thought it was really interesting to watch. Mrs. Flood as the prison guard, what does she want with Conrad? The overall story I thought was great. My only issue with this story is that I thought there were a few moments that did feel a little rushed and rather awkward. I don't know if that's the right word to use. Yeah, I don't know. And also, I would have really loved to have seen a little more of the monsters. But honestly, apart from that, I loved this story. I thought it was really, really good. I think that Pete McTighe nailed this story. I'd love to see him write again for Doctor Who, and honestly, if I had to pick the next showrunner, Pete McTighe would be my pick. Lucky Day was a great Doctor-like story with a perfect mix of some scary moments, some rather humorous scenes, and some great drama. Lucky Day. 9 out of 10. Next week we are going on an adventure to Lagos, Nigeria, which I think is honestly going to be such a cool episode. I think it's going to be really beautiful. A story filled with culture and sci-fi, and I genuinely can't wait. This season so far has been brilliant, and if it keeps up being this good, well, damn, I'm going to be a very happy Whovian. But what did you think of episode 4, Lucky Day? Let me know in the comments down below.
Don't forget to click below to subscribe to the Whovian Commonly YouTube channel. Cool.